Basic principles in garbage collection. Basic principles of garbage collection are: find data objects in a program that cannot be accessed in the future, and reclaim the resources used by those objects. Garbage collection schemes. There are three garbage collection schemes. First one is reference counting. Second one, mark and sweep. Last one, stop and copy. Reference count in garbage collection. The main idea of reference count in garbage collection is add a reference count field for every object. This field is updated when the number of reference to an object changes. This diagram is a good example of reference count in garbage collection. The update of reference field when we have a reference assignment can be implemented as follows. Reference counting will fail whenever the data structure contains a cycle of reference and the cycle is not reachable from a global or local reference. Advantages of reference counting. Conceptually, it is simple. Garbage is easily identified. It is easy to implement. Immediate reclamation of storage. Objects are not moved in memory during garbage collection. Disadvantages of reference counting. Reference counting does not detect garbage with cyclic references. The overhead of incrementing and decrementing the reference count each time. Extra space. A count field is needed in each object. It may increase heap fragmentation. Mark and sweep garbage collection. The mark and sweep algorithm is divided into two phases. The first phase, mark phase. The garbage collector traverses the graph of reference from the root nodes and marks each heap object it encounters. Each object has an extra bit, the mark bit. Initially, the mark bit is 0. It is set to 1 for the reachable objects in the mark phase. The second phase is sweep phase. The garbage collector scans the heap looking for object with mark bit 0. these objects have not been visited in the mark phase. They are garbage. Any such object is added to the free list of objects that can be reallocated. The objects with the mark bit 1 have their mark bit reset to 0. Advantages of mark and sweep. It is able to reclaim garbage that contains cyclic references. There is no overhead in storing and manipulating reference count fields. Objects are not moved during garbage collecting. No need to update the references to objects. Disadvantages of mark and sweep. It may increase heap fragmentation. It does work proportional to the size of entire heap. The program must be halted while garbage collection is being performed. Stop and copy garbage collection. The heap is divided into two regions: active and inactive. Objects are allocated from the active region only. When all the space in the active region has exhausted, program execution is stopped and the heap is traversed. Live objects are copied to the other region as they are encountered by the traversal. A graphical depiction of a garbage collected heap that uses a stop and copy algorithm. This figure shows 9 snapshots of the heap over time. Advantages of stop and copy. Only one pass through the data is required. It defragments the heap. It does work proportional to the amount of live objects and not to the memory size. It is able to reclaim garbage that contains cyclic references. There is no overhead in storing and manipulating reference count fields.